second graders. Question. Been spending a lot of time in my kitchen lately, and spending a lot of time with some of my kitchen utensils, like the spoon and the fork and even the butter knife. Which one of these utensils is the luckiest utensil? Maybe it's the butter knife, because the butter knife gets to cut and the butter knife gets to spread. Or maybe it's the fork, because the fork gets to stab. Poke, poke, poke. Or maybe it's the spoon, because you can use the spoon to eat cereal. You can also use the spoon for ice cream. And you can also use the spoon to hang off of the tip of your nose.
Miss Sells, I want you to know what a thrill.
What's the matter? Don't you like art?
In today's story, Spoon spends a lot of time thinking about fork and knife and other utensils and wishing he was more like them. And because he's doing that so much, he doesn't really realize just how special he is. Spoon by Amy Krauss Rosenthal, Scott Magoon, artist. Spoon. This is Spoon. This is Spoon's family. On Sundays, Spoon goes to visit his Aunt Silver. He has to be on his very best behavior. He's very fancy and proper. Goodbye, darling. Ta-ta. At bedtime, Spoon likes to hear the story about his adventurous great-grandmother who fell in love with a dish and ran off to a distant land. Lately, though, Spoon has been feeling blue. What's wrong? Asked his mother. You look a little bent out of shape. Nothing, mumbled Spoon. It's just that, I don't know, all my friends have it so much better than me. Like Knife? Knife is so lucky. He gets to cut. He gets to spread. I never get to cut or spread. Yes, Knife is pretty spiffy that way, isn't he? And Fork. Fork is so lucky. He gets to go practically everywhere. I bet she never goes stir crazy like I do. Fork does get out and make herself useful, doesn't she? And Chopsticks. They are so lucky. Everyone thinks they're really, really cool and exotic. No one thinks I'm cool or exotic. Those chopsticks are really something, aren't they? Meanwhile, only Spoon knew what his friends were saying at that very minute. Spoon is so lucky, said Knife. He's so fun and easygoing. Everyone's so serious with me. No one's ever allowed to be silly with me like they are with a spoon. Spoon is so lucky, said Fork. He gets to measure stuff. No one can ever no one ever does that with me. Spoon is so lucky, said Chopsticks. He can go places by himself. We can never function apart. That night, after bedtime stories, Spoon's mom turned off the light, tucked him in, and said, You know, Spoon, I wonder if you realize just how lucky you are. His friends will never know the joy of diving head first into a bowl of ice cream. They'll never know what it feels like to clink against the side of a cereal bowl. They'll never be able to twirl around in a mug or relax in a hot cup of coffee or tea. Spoon hadn't thought about it that way before. He lay awake in bed for a long time, his mind racing. He was so alive. There was only one thing to do. I can't sleep. Come snuggle. Come Spoon. And so he did. Sweet dreams. Now let's create our own family of spoons. Start with a big oval for the top of the spoon. Draw a long, skinny, round handle. Your spoon family can be different sizes. You can even include a spork. Now add facial features, arms and legs, and any other accessories that you can think of.